Thank you. You too, thank you.
We lead the way and they follow the trail. We stay ballin' daily like Caleb Jarrell. Keep it on the low.
Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all boys, man? So, as y'all can see, I actually just left the bank and I'm probably finna slide to Dollar General so I can grab me some more tees, cause I be running through my t-shirts, you feel me? I actually don't even see what I need for real. I want all black tees, but all they got is these V-necks. And a nigga not finna wear no V-necks. I ain't gonna lie, I rock with these. I'll grab those if I wanted them. I don't be coming to stores like that for real, so I don't be knowing they got half of this stuff in. Stuff that I actually could use. I normally come in and just get what I need and leave. I be missing a lot of this. I could use another basket though, and I'm not gonna spend $20 on the basket, so you know I'm going with the cheapest one. So I guess that's all I'm gonna get, so I'm gonna hit y'all when I get back outside. So as y'all can see, bro, I only copped the basket because they didn't have no tees. I normally like grabbing a whole bunch of black tees or whatever, or I'll grab some white tees, but I really rock with black. It fit me more. Like, I'm wearing a white tee right now, but I like black tees way more. Yeah, so they ain't have no black tees, so I might have to slide to Walmart or whatever. I do need to get some groceries, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, to be honest. I don't really have too much going on, other than I gotta go to the shop later for one client. Being the barber, I pretty much have to slide to the bank dang near every day. Like, if I don't transfer that money from my my mobile payments, then I'm gonna have to slide to the bank just to put the money in. And I ain't gonna lie, I be getting tired of doing this, so I just be having that money sitting sometimes, and I don't like my money sitting around me all the time, like in cash, because I don't like carrying cash on me for the most part. I ain't gonna lie to you, I gotta get used to vlogging in stores though, because I be trying to do it and people just like be looking at you, but it makes sense because niggas don't just walk around with cameras or whatever. Where I'm from, like if you look at ATL or Texas or something like that, you'll see niggas walking around with cameras like on a regular, because that's what they do up there. But down here, bro, people not used to that. But at the same time, I gotta realize these folks ain't doing what I'm trying to do, so it is what it is. Like, I'm dropping these videos for y'all and myself, really, so I can't ain't too much trip on it. I did grab a new basket. I should show y'all what the basket that I got at the crib look like, but y'all probably gonna talk about me bad cause that mug been through there, I ain't gonna lie to you. My mama was trying to throw it away and I was like, man, that basket still worked perfectly fine, even though it's all smushed or whatever, but it's holding my clothes and that's what it's supposed to do, so I ain't gonna throw it away. I'm just gonna use it as an extra. But I'm finna pull up to the crib, so I'm gonna tap back in with y'all boys later. Y'all stay tuned to the video. As y'all can see, I just made it to the shop and I pulled up and we got an inspection report on the window. So I'm gonna just leave it on the shop owner's desk and not worry about none of that, cause that ain't too much got nothing to do with me. Like I said, I just pulled up to the shop. I'm finna cut my brother hair right quick. So it really ain't no reason for me to turn all the lights, so I'm just gonna turn on the front ones. But yeah, I'm finna pull up, wait on my brother to pull up, cut his hair, and it shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna do that and then pretty much slide back up out of here. I'm finna see exactly how long the nail spot be open, cause I might slide over there since it's right across the street by the time I finish and go get a pedicure or whatever. If I can, I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I can, cause I actually need it, I ain't gonna lie to you. YouTube, what's good with y'all boys? So as y'all can see, I'm getting gas right now. It's another day. I had to grab some gas because I'm finna slide to PB right quick to go get a haircut after I cut like 2 of my appointments. So I got a pretty smooth day. I'm trying to decide when I get back if I'ma go to my little sister game or not. I really don't feel like going, but I'd be in the wrong as I'd be together if I didn't support. But if I decide to, then it is what it is. If I don't, but yeah, I got a pretty smooth day today. I ain't really got too much going. I do need to get a haircut right quick because I ain't gonna lie, I've been down bad. That's why y'all see me wearing a hat a lot of times, because I can cut my own hair, but a lot of times I don't really have time to, or I just don't be in the mood to, because I'm always cutting somebody else's hair. So I really just rather somebody else do it for me, and sometimes our schedules don't be meeting up for us to get me an appointment in, so I just be thugging it out with a hat. Kind of fit my style anyway, so I ain't really too much tripping off of that. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going for today, so I'm gonna tap back in with y'all boys later. Y'all stay tuned to the video. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, I wasn't even trying to fill up all the way. I meant to fill up halfway, just because I know it's not gonna take me a full tank of gas to get where I'm going, but it is what it is. Or what I get. But anyways, I'm finna be on my way to the shop right now, and then I'm gonna knock these clients up and then slide to PB or whatever. But that's the good thing about having your LLC and stuff together, because I ain't paid for gas like out of my own paycheck pocket or nothing since I got my own business account and all that. Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all boys? So just tapping back in with y'all. I actually just made it to PB and I'm sitting outside until my appointment time. I'm gonna tap back in with y'all when I'm finished and I get back right, because the nigga gonna be feeling right. I'm gonna get the haircut I like. Might go on a date tonight. That junk dumb, ain't it? But yeah, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all when I finish getting my haircut. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, like the video, all that. So I ain't even gonna lie, my appointment was at 12:20 and I pulled up at like right at 12. So I'm just out here sitting in the truck. I don't know why I thought my appointment was at 12:10. A lot of people don't realize, bro, barbers need barbers. You feel me? Because I spent so long with so much time cutting other people hair, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I get tired of sitting here sometimes. I don't be wanting to cut my own junk, and a lot of times I don't even be having time to, for real, to get it like I want to get it. So it's a convenience for me, so I'm gonna pay what I need to pay to go get my hair cut. Like, that's how I look at it. And especially since I'm a barber, like, I don't mind paying whatever I need to go get a haircut. That's the type of barber I want to be, like, or I feel like I am, is like, I'm gonna pay what I need to, so I would expect my clientele to feel the exact same way that I feel with this barber. So that's the type of energy and the vibes I want to give off, you feel me? So, and I ain't gonna lie, I feel good today, bro. It's crazy because I'm in Arkansas, so it's like mid-November and it's like 80-something degrees outside, which is crazy. Like, that's Arkansas for you. So as y'all can see, I just got my hair cut or whatever, but I'm just tapping back in. I'm on my way back to the shop. I got a couple more clients I gotta cut today. But me and my barber was having a conversation, and we were just talking about different things that we was doing, cutting out the stuff that he used to do and tapping more into his spirituality and reading the Bible and doing what he needs to do as far as like the spiritual side of everything. And I'm glad we had that conversation, because it's a lot of the same stuff that I've been going through or whatever, which was cool, so I could connect with what he was talking about. We both was talking about how we can kind of catch ourselves to a certain point, to like when we start slacking or we fall off on what we need to be doing. And I feel like we all got to get to that certain point, if that's like the way that you want to go about it. Because me, I be working on trying to like progress. I don't like feeling stagnant. That's one thing that I feel like so bad about. Like, if I get to a point where I'm too comfortable, I feel stagnant, or I'm not growing or nothing like that, I be feeling like I'm just wasting my time. And I don't never like wasting my time, like I always say. When you start making through changes or going through changes or whatever, it's gonna be times where like you feel lonely. And if I'm being real, like, I think I spoke about it before in one of my old videos. Gotta like really kind of separate you and what you're going through. And when you going through them type of times or whatever, the people that you probably used to hang around or the people that you probably used to be close with, you'll find yourself like distance from them. And it really don't even be like no bad blood or nothing like that. It just be like your old appetite is starting to change, and you don't really do or feel like you want to do the same things that you used to do. You start seeing yourself sitting by yourself, or might be going out by yourself, or eating by yourself, spending time with yourself more. And I feel like that's a season like where you really molding and becoming like the masterpiece and finding what you really supposed to do and who you supposed to be. I'll be around people and I realized like they really wasn't even conducive to where I'm trying to go. It's more so they bringing me back to my old ways and the old things I used to do, where there was maybe like smoking, or I wasn't really a drinker or nothing like that, but I smoke every now and then. Where I used to, I haven't done it since like last year. So that's one thing I can say that I've changed for sure. And it's like being around certain people was the only reason I was even doing stuff. Not saying it was like a peer pressure type thing, but it was more so like bringing me back in the old things that I used to do, you feel me? You'll kind of have to go through the season knowing that you might be alone, but it don't mean that you're lonely, you feel me? So embrace it. Embrace the change that you're going through, because you'll realize that it's certain things that you was doing that you wasn't even really into for real. It was more so just a habit or a pattern that it could have came from when you was a kid, or it could have stemmed from something that somebody introduced you to. I realized that like people that I'm close to might try to reach out or whatever, and it's like I have no interest in doing what they're talking about doing. And it's nothing against them, it's just if it's not helping me in a situation where I'm trying to get better, or it's not conducive to what I'm trying to do, like I really don't have too much of a reason to continue doing it. Whatever it is that you want to stop doing, you'll see that you kind of got that desire to want to do it based off of like your flesh and how you naturally feel. But once you stop doing it, it's more so you realize like, bro, I'm really trying to be off this for real. Like you're not even into it like you used to be for real. And it could be like that in so many other situations. You gotta embrace the time where you feel like you're alone or whatever, and look at it more so as a tool that God is trying to mold you and put you in a better position. I've realized that God will try to like clean certain things out of me, but I didn't really understand it until I really stopped restraining from it and really resisting it. So once I finally allowed certain things to like hit the fan and do it more so on God's timing and not try to do everything on my own, a lot of things started going smoother for me. And it might not have played out like I wanted it to in my way, but it actually played out a whole lot better. It's more so like a wake-up call. Like I remember when I was going through different changes where I was feeling like I was lonely and not realizing that I was kind of getting molded out of the old ways and the old things that I used to do. I would always feel like uncomfortable in a way. Like it always feel like something was telling me like, why am I here? Like what am I doing this for? Why am I coming to go to work or go to school every day? Even though I was doing it, but it didn't feel like I had a purpose behind it, or I could see the purpose behind it. But once I really kind of tapped into being intentional with what I was doing, what I was listening to, how I was exposing myself to certain things, and really getting closer to God or whatever. Really, I didn't even see no change for real until I started being intentional on what I was exposing myself to and feeding my mind. The same way we work our body out, we gotta work our mental out too. So changing what you listening to and changing the certain things that you watch or whatever, like you gotta know yourself. And when I say know yourself, it means like K-N-O-W, know yourself, and also like know yourself as far as like telling yourself no to certain things. It's not even the fact that you're lonely or don't have nobody to go to. It's like you don't find the interest like you used to in it no more. Like for a lot of people I know, if you're an athlete or you used to be an athlete or whatever, it's sometimes you just like fall out of love with what you're doing. It don't even be nothing specific for real that cause you to do that. It's just more so a growth period. And you might miss it, or it might feel like you want to miss it or whatever. It's more so that you had an expiration date on it. It don't feel the same when you do it. My example in my life, like it was certain times where I was doing certain things as far as maybe fooling with certain females or hanging with people that I knew I shouldn't have been hanging with, doing things that I knew wasn't gonna get me to where I want to be or where I seen myself being. It was like, once I stepped away from it, it was more so as a point of realization. I don't even really too much feel like doing it no more. And if I was to do it, it didn't even feel like I got that fulfillment like I used to. It was more so like an instant gratification thing. I didn't even too much care about doing it no more. Not saying that I don't have withdrawals or whatever from certain things, but it's more so that I know more about how I need to move about things, and things is conducive to where I want to go and where I want to be. I realize that I don't want to go back to certain things because I don't want to allow myself to go through cycles or relapses. With that being said, like when you get in a season or a time where you feel like you're alone or you feel like you're going through stuff by yourself, embrace it. Don't even feel like it's more so something wrong with you or you gotta force yourself to go do certain things. Find what you like to do outside of being around other people. That's where you find your purpose or your gift. Like it'll be a wake-up call to see that you really could be using a certain thing that you got going, but you kind of like fell off with it, or you wasn't putting much attention into it like you should be. Once you get into a point where you feel like you in that cocoon or you blooming or whatever you want to call it, that's when I feel like God will kind of reveal to us like certain gifts that he may have instilled in us that we kind of let fall off, or certain things and ideas that you could have went into that you kind of threw, that you kind of like shrugged your shoulder about and didn't even give much attention to. Once I realized like the reason for me being and doing what I need to be doing, I kind of got a reason more so outside of like my family and me and just worldly gratifications as far as like materialistic type things. It's more so like a peace of mind and knowing that